Preservation Society. God save strawberry jam and all the different varieties. Preserving the old ways from being abused. Protecting the new ways for me and for you. What more can we do? We are the Tropical Preservation Society. God save Mrs. Mouse and Widow Mother Rye. We are the Custom Pie Appreciation Society. And all those who are Waterloo. We are the Sherlock Holmes, English-speaking vernacular. God save Fu Manchu, Moriarty and Dracula. We are the office block, persecution affinity. God save those bullshots, China cups and virginity. Preserving the old ways from being abused. Protecting the new ways for me and for you. What more can we do? We are the Village Green Preservation Society. God save Donald Duck for the villain variety. We are the office block, persecution affinity. God save the little shops, China cups and virginity. God save Village Green.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was very kind. I must say, I do appreciate a warm hand upon my entrance. And I do adore that track. It's one of those tracks that's never, ever, ever gone away, right from when it was released in 1968. Just when it's gone under the surface for a little bit, it'll pop back up somewhere and remind you of the genius of it. Thinking about recent resurfacings, of course, Kate Rusby covered it, but the most recent resurfacing was, of course, when it was used in Clarkson's Farm just the other week. So, and it occurred to me that should be the anthem for all MG Rover drivers and all British classic and modern classic car drivers. Should be the anthem. We should all have it on our stereos when we turn up to shows and whatnot. But good evening, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. I do hope that you're all well and hale and hearty. Hope you've had a decent day. Do tell me about it. And what we're going to talk about tonight. Again, I've got absolutely no idea. Come and sit on my lap and we'll talk about the first thing that comes up. Who have we got with us? Let's have a look. Cheers, my loves. Roger Boaty's here. Simone, Steve, Jimmy, Matt _ Bad Books, Chaz Brown, Trace, KKC, Simon is here but not here, Mike is here, Liz. Oh, this is grand. There's a whole crowd of us. Excellent. Oh, I'll get onto that one in a minute. Either Spotty Botty is here, no doubt on his smoko. Right, excellent. Now then, let's quickly whiz through the comments. I'm going to try and keep on top of them tonight. Excellent, splendid. Oh, Chaz Brown says, hi Boaty. I watched your review of the battery tester, which was very good. You should do more reviews like that. Thank you, Chaz, and that is indeed the plan. Kind of needed one to get the ball rolling, and as long as the company are happy with that one, then they've promised me a couple more bits to have a bash with. I think an OBD reader is next on the list, but hopefully there'll be loads and loads and loads of things. Excuse me. I do quite like the idea of somebody like me, you know, mechanically clueless and inept, but, you know, at least wanting to try and be in some way involved in the cars. Then getting some gadgetry that will help you do stuff. I like the idea of it being tested by somebody like me, because if I can get my head around it, then any old idiot can get their head around it. And if I find it useful, the chances are that most people will. You know, unless you're a super duper professional who's already got all of the bits of kit that you need. But I thought that battery tester was actually really good. I mean, I genuinely found a use for it. I thought I'd do it properly. And I didn't do any prep or anything. I genuinely just filmed it today, opened it, had a quick squiz at the instructions, tried to get my head around it and used it. And I used it on the slave first, purely because I didn't want to go outside because I hadn't quite warmed up yet. And it's genuinely proved useful because if you remember back, I had the issue with Sir Arnold where the battery was draining all the time, and I replaced the battery with a brand new one. But if you remember, it turned out to be a faulty front fog lamp relay, and it was draining the new battery as well. So I hung on to the old battery thinking, well, there was probably nothing wrong with it. And I've put a charge in it and I've used it as a slave, and I thought it's a good big size battery, good to have as a spare. But putting that tester on it showed that it's actually fucked, it's buggered. What's happened is, I imagine that when it went absolutely well and truly flat on Sir Arnold, then it will have knocked one or two cells out. So even when it's been on a trickle charge and it's showing as fully charged, it's not, it's actually nowhere near, and it's not functioning properly as a battery. And the tester showed that and showed it well. So that's useful. And for the sake of how much it costs, it's on offer at Amazon at the moment. And it's like under 20 quid, which isn't a massive amount of money. Well, it's a massive amount of money for me. But it's not a hell of a lot of money for most people. And it's a really useful thing to have just tucked away in your toolbox or tool chest or wherever you tuck these things away. Touch? Freudian slip there, Boaty. Your Freudian slip is showing, sir. And it doesn't need a battery. And I thought it was, a really quite a cool little gadget. I did have a look afterwards. And if you spend more money, then you can get more advanced things from either from that company or from other companies. But I mean, what else do you need from a battery tester that doesn't do? Certainly nothing that I would use. That already does more than I would need it to, because I've got no idea what internal resistance means. Well, not when it comes to a battery. I've met internal resistance in women, but when it comes to a battery, I've got no idea what it means, and I don't know why I need to know it. I was also a little bit surprised by some of the figures it was showing on the MGF, which is a brand new battery, or was 3 or 4 weeks ago, and which had been well driven the night before, so should have been charged, and it was at the correct voltage. But it's interesting to see that a battery, when in use, when on a car, and there's always going to be a slight drain, and I wouldn't have known this, but it does drop the CCA, as that tester showed. So although it was showing as good and 75% of this, that and the bloody other, the CCA was down on the quoted CCA on the battery itself, and that was interesting. So I'm glad I did that little test, and I'm glad I've got that thing. I think I genuinely think it's a worthwhile addition to the armoury. And if I didn't think so, I would have told you, because I wasn't paid to do that. Okay, they gave me the thing free, but there were, as I said, there were no conditions upon it, and I just used it and genuinely told you what I thought, and I thought it was a cool little gadget. Excuse me, first one of the night. You know, can you get away without one? Well, of course you can. You can use, well, I mean, you could put a multimeter on it. That's what I've been doing with mine after I learned how to use my multimeter after having the bloody thing for 15 years. But that doesn't show you all of the things that that little tester showed you. So I think it's a jolly good thing. And you can buy it at Amazon and it gets shipped out to you like double prompt. And you've got all of the backup of Amazon and everything, so it's safe, and it's a good little product, and I'm glad I did it. And thank you, Chaz. I'm glad you enjoyed the review, and as I say, hopefully there will be more to come. So, I don't get this. KKC prefer the kinks to what? What do you prefer the kinks to? Trace needs a wee. Did you hear about the Italian chef who died? He passed away. Dear me. Oh dear, KKC says, I googled rusty trombone. Pissed myself laughing. Oh dear. The track was ahead of its time. It didn't help the Kinks at the time though. Well, yes and no, I suppose. I mean, it wasn't an immediate runaway success. It was a bit of a slow burner, but you know, it turned out to be an incredibly influential album, definitely ahead of its time. And you know, it's one of those things that might not have been stupendous at the time, but certainly added to the legacy aspect. I missed the intro track, says Ivor Spotty Butty. I started watching as the clapping stopped. Oh, Mike of Classic Wheels Well says, Jason, you should have been paid for advertising the product. Missing a trick, mate. Yes and no. It was my first one, Mike, and my numbers aren't great as yet. So I haven't got anybody approaching me or offering to throw money at me. That one came about as a recommendation from Mustard when the company asked him if he knew any other YouTube channels that would be interested. So I'm a little bit away from getting paid, but hopefully doing a few will help. So at the moment, I'm perfectly happy to just be given the products and do a genuine review. Also, if I was paid, then I'd be under some form of obligation to be reasonably nice about it. And I quite like the idea of that if it's pants, or if there are issues, or if it's overpriced, then I can say so. Although, well, let's be honest, I'd rather have the money. But you're right, Mike, you are kind of right, but I'm just not there yet. Mustard kind of is. When when my figures are where mustards are, then I expect I'll probably get that opportunity. Or maybe it will come sooner if I do these and really push them. I'll push them on my other social media as well, where I get a better reach than I do on YouTube. Facebook is still outranking YouTube at the moment. I mean, what have I got in subs at the moment? 2200 subs, and Facebook is still ahead. I've got 3,000 followers to the Facebook page. And if I throw in singles and all the associated bits as well, then you're going up to like 25,000, which eclipses my my YouTube numbers at the moment. So, you know, those things will come, but I'm really not in a bargaining position to be demanding advertising money at the moment, I don't think. I will just be grateful to get some bits and pieces to review that I don't have to pay for. Good evening, Lord Boaty. Is your wet leg ready for inspection? Always, Lurpak, always, ever ready. Simone says, today, Boaty, I have been removing paint from a headlight bezel on the Cortina. Coated it in rust killer, waiting for paint, and I've been scouring Evil Bay for repair panels. Well, that sounds like a jolly productive day. Were you not doing your other job today, Simone, your car delivery gig? I do want to hear about your days. That's a given, I shouldn't need to say it. Whenever we come along to one of these little get-togethers, of course I want to know what you've been up to. I want to know how you're feeling, I want to know what you've had to eat, the best part of your day, the worst part of your day. I want to hear all about it. Goes without saying, my dears, goes without saying. So, I enjoyed the battery tester review, says Trace. I'm even more clueless than you, Boaty, about cars. I doubt that. But I do like a gadget that is useful and I can use easily. Yeah, well. You could definitely use that easily, Trace. It's absolutely dead easy. Can you use those battery testers on stop-start batteries too? Mine's a stop-start type, and I'm not sure if you can safely charge them up when it gets older. Well, it's not a battery charger, Chaz, it's just a tester. So, yeah, absolutely you can use it. You know, it's showing you the state of your battery, which, not that I know anything about stop-start technology, but I would imagine that it puts a greater strain on the battery. Logic tells me that it must do because you're starting the car more often. So the state of the battery might be even more important. Hi, Boaty, says Pingu Concord. How's the Nashers situation this week? What? Which? Dear me, frog in the throat tonight. Which Nashers are we talking about, Pingu? Me teeth. Are we talking about me dreadful teeth? Well, I'm delighted to report that in terms of toothache, I've been absolutely fine for 2 or 3 weeks. It's all good. The only thing to report is my loose one here is so ridiculously loose now that I've got no idea how it's hanging on in there. I would have thought it would have been out 2 months ago, but I mean, it's hanging on for dear life, bless it. Perhaps it's trying to hold on until I earn enough money to go to Turkey and get myself all rylanded up, which I can assure you, I absolutely will. But thank you for asking. Going to miss, oh right, I was spotty butties off. Smoke is over, back to work. Dinosaur Dad is with us. Oh Mike, bless you, you've done it again. Oh, that's really kind of you. Thank you very much. Bless him. Mike has pinged a few bob over, which is really, really welcome. Oh, and on the subject of a few bob, today is quite a momentous day. Remember this date, the 23rd of February. I got my very first YouTube payout today. And I've invested it wisely in gas and wine and a pot of mustard and a bottle of Vimto and some petrol. I went to work in Shison tonight, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I almost said he. They really are. I think they are definitely my favourite car. I was talking to Mustard about this the other Monday. That Shison and Brian, they're kind of my favourite. I've grown to love the Rover 25. I'm becoming quite obsessional about them. And I've got this mad idea that one day all the others will go and I'll just have a fleet of 25s and 200s. All the like important ones. They just seem to do everything that you want them to do. They're economical, they're really nippy. Both Shison and Brian have got top specs, so they've got leather, air conditioning, bit of wood, posh gramophones. You know, they're small enough not to be big cars, but they're just about big enough so that you can use them like a proper car. You can put people in the back. You can put stuff in them. I just think that, I mean, in terms of, okay, they're not an everyday car these days, I suppose, because they demand more owner involvement than something modern that you can just use and abuse and ignore. You know, they do require you to be involved to some degree, you know. Being a little bit careful how you drive them when they're cold, waiting for the oil to get up to temp, keeping a very eagle eye on the coolant, and so on and so on and so on. But as a usable modern classic, what an absolutely corking little car. And I know I've said this before, but they're so easy to drive. You've got such great visibility, good driving position. They handle so well. They're so well placed on the road that you feel confident driving them quickly. And I reckon on a run like going to work, and I'm going to put this into practice this year, when the evenings start getting brighter, I'm going to start timing my run to and from work. I'm going to put a stopwatch on it and film it. And I'm going to do it in all the different cars and compare the times. There will be rules. I'm not allowed to exceed the speed limit. That will be an absolute rule. Otherwise, it just makes nonsense of it. Well, I'm certainly not allowed to exceed the speed limit in built-up areas. That'll be a rule anyway. You know, 30s and 40s have to be obeyed. I think maybe, you know, the de-restricted roads on top of the peak, the big wide empty roads, I think that might be a free-for-all. Don't tell the police. But yeah, I'm going to record the times and do it in all of the different cars, just out of interest for a bit of fun and a bit of comparison. And I reckon this, well, let's have a bet on it. Which car do you, I mean, I know that there's going to be, certainly on the way there, there's going to be traffic, and that's going to be a consideration. The way home, now that the weather is good enough that I can go home the nice way, not having to go the long way around the main roads because the roads are too dodgy. But going home should be a fairly even playing field. Which car do you reckon is going to be quickest? Now, on paper, obviously, it's going to be Stigba. Or, if you rate my driving ability, you might think that it would be Wetleg, what with the mid-engine rear-wheel drive setup. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that at the end of this year, when we collate all of the times, and I've done it loads and loads of times, and I'm going to do it every night, and keep some kind of running scoreboard somewhere on the Facebook page or something, I reckon that the quickest car on average is going to be Shison. I genuinely do. I'm so comfortable driving that car quickly. It's especially with the sequential box. I just reckon that I'm going to be markedly quicker in Shison than I would be in Stigma. There's also the size, it's so nimble, but what do you think? I'd be interested to hear. And thank you again, Mike. Really, really appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. I'm definitely paying for lunch or beer or whatever when I get my ass down to Wales. And I want to do that sooner rather than later. As soon as we hit St David today, when did the clocks go forward? When did the clocks go forward? That's going to be the real game changer. And that's when this year's really going to kick off for me, and I'm sure many others. Oh, Mustard's here. Evening, Captain. How the devil are you? How's things? Trace says there's also advertising standards you'd have to adhere to if you were paid to be nice. You'd have to announce, stroke, include in text, it's an advert, etc., etc. Well, Trace, I had to do that anyway for this one, because if you read the YouTube guidelines, then their paid promotion includes if you're just given the product. You still have to do everything that you do as if you were being paid for it. So if you watch that video again, at the beginning you'll see the little thing flash up saying that this is a paid promotion video. So I've already had to do that. Hello, Boaty mate, says Mustard. Sorry, I am 3 hours into editing tonight's video. Fucking hell, what you making? A remake of Ben-Hur? I know you've got about 4 or 5 different videos on the go, but 3 hours in? Blimey. That's the sort of time that I spend editing a video. Although according to a lot of you out there, I'm a lazy, useless arsehole who doesn't edit videos at all. Who was it? Oh, it was GPS. GPS, OMG! Who was giving me real grief today in a very amusing way for comparing my video on the driving challenge with Mustard's and berating me for being lazy and not doing any noticeable editing on it. And I told him that's my niche, unedited, badly filmed, absolute crap. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh, and Mustard can't really stay, he hasn't quite finished, so sorry, I really can't stay, says Mustard. Still haven't quite finished, to which KKC replies, a rusty trombone might help you finish, Nigel. And yeah, it certainly would. Not a great day, says Simone. I had to report the foghorn leghorn neighbour. He was kicking off and very sweary. And why? What rattled his cage? Was he annoyed with you, or was he just being annoyed generally? We'll sort him out. We'll come down there and give him a Chinese burn. Bad Book says, you presented that battery test review very well. You are a natural. Was that your post telephone voice? 100% score and only your first attempt. That's very kind of you, Bad Books. I wasn't sure about it, to be honest, because I didn't plan it or anything. I was planning to plan it. And then I just kind of didn't. I just thought, oh, sod it, I'll do it, get it out of the way. And just did it with zero planning and just totally natural. I didn't even change out of my scruffy clothes. So I'm glad you all thought it was okay. And hopefully I'll get some more free stuff. And when I start, if it works out and I do get free stuff and I get duplicates of free stuff, I can give them all to you lot. So that'll be good. The other Liz is here. Well, it's the same Liz, but different doings. Does that mean I get double the likes from Liz? Do you like it on both accounts? Oh, that sounded wrong. I do apologise. Pingu says, I've been busy getting 2 more Rovers back on the road this week. A 1991 216 GSI and a 1998 211. Nice. Nice. You're doing good work there, Pingu, and we all applaud you. While you're doing it, can you please play we are the Village Green Preservation Society, which I've decided, if it's not the new album, if it's not the new anthem generally, it's definitely the new Boaty's World anthem. And I will play that all the time, but certainly I'll play it in the cars when I'm going to a show or a social. It's kind of what, oh, look, when I do that, I look really weird. I look as if I've got a massive head and no shoulders. So don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. You're going to do it again, aren't you? You are. I can see. Yeah, just try not to. Try not to. It's not difficult. Have a drink. All right, then I will. Thank you. Oh, nothing wrong with that. Oh, hello. Simone says, I got my £60 and 11p from YouTube today, Boaty. Well done, Simone. And I've forgotten what it said you were going to buy to celebrate, but I remember that you were going to buy something. And again, for those of you who don't know, if you have a monetized channel on YouTube, you have to hit £60 before they will pay you out. If it's less than that, they just roll it over to the next month. So how long have you been waiting, Simone? Is that a 2-month rollover? But glad you got it. Very well earned, and enjoy it. You do bloody earn the money, don't you? Dear me. It'd be interesting to actually work out the length of time you've put in, and you'd have to start from scratch. So I've put in, what? I've put in 13 months work. 13 months work for 80 quid. Oh! It's going to work out about, about half a p per hour. Oh dear. Oh, you're saving for the NEC. Yeah, good on you. It's the plan still to take the bike and save a few quid that way. And take a packed lunch. Don't go buying those expensive foods. Never been to the classic shows at the NEC, says KKC. I keep saying I must go. I've never been either, KKC, as a punter, only as an exhibitor. You arsehole, KKC. If you get to work quicker, hopefully the videos will be shorter. I'm annoyed at that because that's funny. I hate it when somebody gets the double whammy and they insult me and it's genuinely funny. You absolute raving arse. I'll get you back for that. Chaz Brown has just subscribed to Simone's channel, Hooked on Classics. And if any of you guys haven't, then please do, because it's one of our community channels. Technically, you go out on a limb with Wetleg. Oh dear. Right. Oh, clocks go forward on the 26th of March. Okay. So, right. So March is just going to be the month then, isn't it? You know, kicks off with St. David today. The evenings are already getting noticeably longer or shorter. The evenings are getting shorter, aren't they? And the days are getting longer. That's right. And it's milder. It's starting to feel like we can think about doing stuff, my lovelies. So I think that March will be. Oh, I've even been searching for hotels. I was looking for cheap hotels on the Welsh coast, and I thought, you know, I could survive a Travelodge or a Premier Inn for a night. And the cheapest one I found was, you know, I was looking at Llandudno, but that's too expensive. But if you go to Rhyl, you could play in Llandudno, but then stay the night in Rhyl, and could have got a hotel there for 36 quid for the night, right on the seafront in Rhyl. That'd be a bit of fun, wouldn't it? So, yeah, that could be nice. have a nice drive to Llandudno and go the scenic route, go over the Cat and Fiddle, and then the beautiful drive down the coast road, down the A55, and then have lunch on top of the Great Orme, and have a nice afternoon in Llandudno. If anybody wanted to meet up there, that would be great. And then do something in the evening as well, have a bit of a social. Anybody who's localish could whiz down and we could have a few drinks and whatnot. And you know, I could stay the night, do a live stream in a hotel, and then have a nice drive back the next day. That's the sort of thing I'll be looking to do. And fun with the caravan, of course, and all of the other wonderful things. So yeah, looks like March is going to be when things really start to kick off. And then the turbocharger will kick in on the 25th of March when the clocks go, and then it really is game on. Pingu says Shison will be the boss of Boaty's rally stage, I predict. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's interesting, says Race. Read paid promotion on YouTube, even if it's a cent-stroke unpaid item. Thank you. Yeah, if you read the doings, then they do list when you should declare a paid promotion, and it does include stuff that you are sent free of charge, specifically to make a video about or test or review. So I was a good boy, I ticked that box. It doesn't make any odds. It just flashes up at the beginning of the video for a couple of seconds is all. It's no big deal. If you get a free lunch from Istanbul, is that a paid promotion? Well, that's an interesting question, KKC. And I would love to know the answer, because I would love to get a free lunch from Istanbul. I mean, we should be sponsored by them, really. God knows I've advertised them enough effectively. I can't wait to start getting bigger and better known and stuff, so I can start blagging stuff like that. You know, find a nice restaurant somewhere where I'm going to on a day out on a Monday and say, oh yes, Boaty here, Boaty's World, you know, the YouTube phenomenon. Thinking of having lunch with you chaps. Would be delighted to review it on the house. What? You know, okay, all right, jolly good, jolly good, jolly good. Yeah, I'm no editing, says Matt. He put me in a video when I wasn't even there. I did, didn't I? Oh, have I ever apologised to you for that, Matt? I probably haven't, have I? But the idea just came to me when I was lying in bed, and I thought, oh, that's a good idea. And I do think it was funny. Yeah, I was quite pleased for thinking that one up. I can edit when I have to. Oh, bloody hell. Liz says, Boaty and triplicate in this house. TV, mobile and laptop. Can't cope with 3 of you chatting, so 2 are on mute. Hopefully you'll get more viewing hours. Bless you, Liz, aren't you wonderful? Oh, Christ. Doctor, I can't stop singing the green, green grass of home. He said, that sounds like Tom Jones syndrome. Is it common? I asked. It's not unusual, he replied. The Boaty anthem should be Highway to Hell. No. Oh, bloody hell, Simone. I was waiting 3 months for my money. God, well, that's been a long time coming, hasn't it, my lovely? We need to get your views up, don't we? Oh, that's better. We need to do that for everybody. We all need to get successful and rich and, well, less poor anyway. And get free lunches from places and things sent to us. We'll come up with some cunning plans to make all of our channels super duper successful. Oh, right, so mate, yeah, still taking the bike and a flask and signage. Well done. Matt says, I'd like to have a run up to Matlock on Sunday. We were talking about this, weren't we? But it depends how the rattle sounds on the car. Right. I'm going to hold fire, I think. It's still February, isn't it? I'm still not feeling in a go-outy sort of place. I'm going to hold fire until St. David's Day, March. And then I'm going to start planning. Well, I've planned before. But then I'm going to start going for everything. I really want to get the socials. I want to get us all meeting up, or some of us meeting up. And they don't just have to be single socials. I mean, I'm sure we're dotted all over the country. So we could have Sunday socials in different places with different hosts. You know, I could do it here. Somebody else could do it down south. Somebody else could do it in Wales. And those of us who are willing and able to travel a bit, you know, we could dodge between them. That'd be good fun, wouldn't it? So think about that, you guys. Who would be up for hosting a social event somewhere on a Sunday once we get past St. David's Day? We need to start finding out who lives near other people and whatnot. Today was a bit chilly. It was a bit, yeah. What did I do today? I was out fiddling about with the battery tester. Oh, and I cleaned one of Wetleg's wheels and tried some of that auto glim doings on the tyre. I was going to do all of them, but I got too cold. Oh, hello. Oh, God. Rose, I'm not sure I've ever tackled this. Rose cheeks, open bracket, traces afterburn, close bracket, tritemonger. Oh, that's not a mouthful, is it? Good eventide, fellow boatists, and good eventide to you. Simone would be happy to host an event, and Simone is down in darkest Devon. So, right, I need to put some posts up on the Facebook group, don't I? Find out where people are. Do it as a poll or something by county, and get people to click on the county that they live in so that we can start building up a picture of where we all are. Yeah, I'll do that. That would be a jolly good wheeze, because I'm determined. I haven't frozen my wine. Look at that. I'm determined that today, twat, this year is going to be a massively social year. This is going to be the year where we all come together. Don't get too excited over that. And, you know, really form a thing, a cohesive thing. And then we can do other stuff. We can go to car shows and have our own stands. And we could form a formidable fighting force. And we could challenge other people. Like, now then, there's a thing. Yeah, we could challenge other community groups. What other community groups are there? Mustard's got his group, but I don't count that as a community group because it's not tied into the YouTube community thing. It's not tied into his channel. Hubnut Fans is a big old group, isn't it? Matt, Furious Driving, there's a Furious Driving Fans group. Now, we're not big enough yet to take on Hubnut, the Hubnut Fans, but we could definitely take on Furious Driving Fans. In fact, thinking about it, we outnumber them. We don't outnumber them in YouTube terms. Matt has got a couple more subscribers than me, like about 80,000 more. But our Facebook group is bigger than his. So in the willy waving competition, it's honours even. So if we were doing the Facebook community thing, we could take Matt on in a challenge. Somebody think of a challenge that we could beat the furious driving lot in. If you're in both groups, obviously you'd have to you'd have to pick your loyalties. I don't know. We could challenge them to a game of battleships, or or something like that. We should have some sort of car challenges. We should have some sort of inter-channel car challenges where all of the well-known motoring YouTube channels take on a joint, not a joint challenge, they take on a competitive challenge. And I'm not a well-known motoring YouTube channel, but if I organised it, I could make sure I got to take part as well. Or Mustard and I could combine, we could combine Project Nigel and Boaty's World and call it Project Boaty or Boaty's Nigel or something. But that would be fun, wouldn't it? I mean, just to inject a little bit of fun competitiveness between the channels. That would be good fun. Oh, Mike's off. Good night, Mike, and thank you for your super chat, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing okay, mate. Let's catch up soon. I'm in that London, says Trace, in the ULEZ zone, with paid parking literally everywhere. Sadly, I don't think cars are very welcome in London now. You could have a different sort of meeting, couldn't you? A different sort of social. You could, I mean, that could be quite exciting. You could have a tube-based social and everybody could film their journey on the tube or something like that. Or you could meet on the outskirts, just outside the ULEZ zone or something. You can't be the only one in London. Oh, apparently I got rose cheeks, open bracket, traces, afterburn, ... close bracket, tripemonger, spot on. Well, that's a bloody relief, isn't it? Roger Boaty says, I live near other people, what? But not when I buy them out and expand the grounds of Roger Bottingham Manor. Well, I think we all need an invitation to Roger Bottingham Manor, don't we? I think we'd all like to meet Jeeves and the Randy housekeeper, and I think we'd like to raid your wine cellar and churn up the lawns on your grounds with some donuts. Oh, KKC is ULEZ compliant. I don't know how you do that, but is your car ULEZ compliant? That's the question, KKC. Oh, Roger Boaty. I live near other people, but I don't like them, so I come here. Yes. Oh, dear. We could have a fight with hubnutters. Yeah, but they outnumber us. They outnumber us. We'd have to form a really elite fighting force to take on those numbers. We'd have to become like a proper dad's army. We could take on, you know, to protect our real identities, because we wouldn't want hubnutters tracking us down in real life and poking us with the soft cushions. We could take on nom de plumes, military nom de plumes for our military service. I could be General Accident. Trace could be Private Parts. Simone could be Private Dancer. Well, we've already got Captain Mustard. He's already got his rank. And if I'm General Accident, that means I outrank him. Excellent. Who's going to be Major Disaster? Which is higher, Major or General? I want to be the higher one because it's my game. And if I don't get to be the best one, I'm taking my ball home and nobody can play. Major Accident, General Disaster. Oh dear. Oh, 12 more days, Mike. Oh, God. We've all got you back, mate. Hope it goes all right. Keep that chin up, won't you? We could beat the Hubnutters in a beard challenge, and we have them beaten on height. Well, I'm not going to be a help with the beard challenge, not until puberty kicks in anyway. I don't know. We need to check them out. We need to infiltrate the Hubnut fans group. We need to infiltrate them and start sussing them out and planting some seeds. And we could try and get some of them. We could go in as double agents, and we could try and get the Hubnutters to defect to us, tell them how much cooler we are. We should actually do that. We should all. Who here is in the Hubnut group? It's not actually run by Ian, by the way. Although Matt's group, I think Matt's is actually run by Matt. He is an admin on there. We outnumber them already. But yeah, we should definitely infiltrate the Hubnutters and try and get them to defect. That would be funny, actually. We all just... There's mileage in that. We could turn this into comedy if we think about it. Matt will come up with something. He's my evil, scheming, genius, unpaid intern. He'll come up with something to get into the Hubnutters with. That could be a laugh. We should totally do that. Stay strong, Mike, says KKC, and absolutely, that comes from all of us. A Diamond Bright Valeoff, says Pingu. Diamond Bright versus Autoglim, says KKC. Well, that would be interesting. Now, Matt is a Diamond Bright man, obviously, and I am unashamedly an Autoglim man. So, yeah, there's the grounds for some rivalry there. Although he gets his stuff for nothing, which is going to put us at a disadvantage, isn't it? I need to get in with Autoglim. I need to get bigger quickly so I can go to Autoglim and say, hello, you know that Matt fellow from Furious Driving, flogging that dreadful Diamond Bright stuff? Well, you need me to push Autoglim, so give me lots of free things and let's do this together. And I need you to pay for a city rover while you're at it, please, Autoglim. Thanks very much, yes. One health review, first one. Oh, and then there's another one. It's Roger Boaty. Willy waving, what? Mine's more like giving the finger. Hey, what? And, Simone has posted some filth. Controversial. Sadiq Khan needs a kick in the knackers. Well, I mean, don't pussyfoot around, Simone. Say what you mean, won't you? Bloody hell. Pingu says, Boaty, you should do a cheesy promo for Autoglim at the beginning of every video. Bound to get some freebies soon. Good idea. Yeah. Like you're thinking there, Pingu. I might well do that and and start tagging their Facebook page with my Facebook page when I list the video. Yeah, that's got to be worth a try, hasn't it? At least, get a few up there, and then if I don't get anything, give them a little shove. Might even get a city rover out of them. Hubnuts have guard dog chihuahuas. We can deal with chihuahuas. Captain Roger Boaty. We've got mustard gas. I've felt the effects and I'm still violating. Yes, we can use mustard as our secret weapon. We can send him into the Hubnut stand to fart them into submission. Oh God, imagine if we carried this nonsense through to actual real life meetups. That would be so funny. If we did the full pseudo military bit and we all started sneaking around with water pistols or something. Can you imagine that? If we assassinated poor old Hubnut with a water pistol and scored 100 points in a competition that he didn't even know was happening. I'd do that. I'd take one for the team. I would take Hubnut out with a water pistol while he's holding forth to flogging some of his merch to some of his disciples. On a summer's day, that would be a brilliant thing. We all go armed with water pistols, and we try to take out the opposition. We should totally do that. Oh my God. Now, which of them would laugh and which of them would try and kick our heads in or report us to the police? Oh God, I'm loving this idea now. I'm not reading that out, Jimmy. Read it for yourselves. I'm not reading that out. Oh dear. Oh, Pingu. God bless you, Pingu. Hubnut's group is full of self-righteous nerds complaining about every comment and tech spec. Well, you're right, of course. And that's all the more reason why we should infiltrate it and start kicking them about the head with some of our common sense and view on life. Yeah, we should infiltrate the group and then we'll take out the leader with a water pistol at Pride of Longbridge or something. Oh, God. Ivor can infiltrate. I'm sure being Australian, he can go undetected and talk about Fairmont. Yes, KKC, he would be a secret weapon for us. My Facebook page is tiny, says Simone, less than 200. We'll work on that, my lovely. Don't worry. We'll drag you up by the ear as well, whilst we drag ourselves up. Mine's not massive. I'm just about to hit 3,000 on the old Facebook page. Well, on the Boaty's World Facebook page anyway. I have many other Facebook pages. I've got about 60. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, yes. We are better than the Nutters. We have a caravan, they have a tent. Good point, KKC. And we will reinforce this point. We will infiltrate them and hit them with Mr. George Rogerbotty. Oh, God! Oh, God! Imagine if we infiltrate the group and on all of the posts or comments that annoy us, we just reply. We do like a version of Rickrolling and we just hit them with the George Rogerbotty song. And we do it on every comment. Oh, God, that would be funny. Oh, we so need to start doing this. We need to have a live stream where we all just stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning, get evilly drunk, and just start doing all of this. During the live, we all infiltrate the Facebook group and start Rogerbotty. Oh, God. Oh, bless you. Oh, oh, dear me. Rosé_cheeks, open bracket. Oh, you've lost something. There's a bit missing from you. I'm sure there was more than that. Oh, maybe there wasn't. Rosé_cheeks, open bracket, traces off to burn, ... close bracket, Tritemonger has sent us super chat. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. And attached is the message, _Rogerbotty, gimballing free. The boatists of Windy Bum are we. Boaty's February YouTube cash out goal. Bless you. That's really kind. Thank you so much. It genuinely does. It does mean the bloody world. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like the idea that this says, Matt, some possibility of friendly competition at the car shows between the channels. Yeah, I like the idea of it as well, because I've pledged that I'm going to go to the car shows and I'm just going to be bored off my tits. Because I know that a lot of you enjoy them and get great value from them, and that's lovely, and I'm genuinely happy for you. But I will be bored off my tits. But if we go in there for a bit of friendly rivalry and I get to take out some big YouTube names with a water pistol, then I'm all over it. or a super soaker. Oh, that sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? Oh God, I'm loving this idea. This year is going to be so much fun. I can't wait. Oh dear, 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 dear. Oh, Mustard's finished his editing. Well done, Mustard. Right, let's get Mustard up to speed, my lovelies. Mustard, we're declaring war on all of the other YouTube channels. We're going to infiltrate their Facebook groups, and we're going to inundate them with Mr. George Rajabati, and we're going to try and get as many of them to defect to us as possible. And we're going to go into actual warfare at the car shows and the car meets. And we're all going to turn up fully armed with water pistols and super soakers, and we're going to take out as many of the opposition as we possibly can. I've already pledged that I'm going to take out Hubnut. We're all going to end up being arrested. Oh dear. And we've got you. Mustard. We're all going to take on nom de plumes to protect our real identities, so that we can't get sent to prison. You've already got yours because you're already Captain Mustard. I'm either General Accident or Major Disaster, whichever is the highest ranking. Tracy is Private Part. Simone is Private Dancer. The rest have yet to announce. So, and we're going to use your arse as a secret weapon. Mustard gas. We're relying on you to infiltrate other stands at shows and deploy your chemical warfare to cause as much damage as possible. Dear God. It'd be like that thing of Reeves and Mortimer, wouldn't it? Where you've got Mustard bent over and you rotate him like that until his arse is pointing in just the right direction. And then, pull! Oh dear. Milk the Hubnut should be our war cry, says Pingu. It's worse than that. It's a Punch and Judy tent. Mr. George Rajabati outranks. Oh, what's the name of Hubnut's Punch and Judy thing? Is it Bob? Is it Bob? Which is a blatant copy of our own Bob's the inexpertly constructed Palace of Motory Delight. Is it called Bob, or am I imagining it? But yeah, I mean, our caravan outranks their, whatever it is, folding shit outside. Oh dear. So we need to invade Wales and blame Hubnut. Oh, you could bring staff curry so Hubnutters could see if they could eat hotter stuff than us. Yeah, we could give them a chili challenge. I'll make curry again with the Carolina Reaper Naga Reaper thing, and we could challenge them. Yeah, we're real men. This is what we eat. Care to try a bit? Obviously, we'll give them double portion of chili. Stephen S. Paul is with us and says, "Good evening, English people." A hidden comment from Trace. Oh, I am totally up for a Hubnut invasion while shit-faced. Yep, right, we'll pencil that in. One night, we'll go live and we'll all just invade the Hubnut group and just spam it with absolute bloody nonsense. We get a point for every time that we Roger Botty somebody. Just stick the link to the Roger Botty song on. Oh God. Or I'll send you all. I'll distribute a clip of a Roger Botty song, and we just go through the Hubnut group, just adding the clip to every comment. Oh dear. Oh God. We need Rover magnets so we can put them over the badges of other car manufacturers. Oh dear, dear. Oh no! Oh no, I'm not reading that one out. That's beyond the pale. Oh God above. Milk in a water gun for added effect. Oh God, Mustard's at it now. Are you really going to squirt all over Ian? Get Mustard eating cabbage and baked beans. Well, whatever he's eating at the moment seems to be doing the trick. He doesn't need much help. Oh, KKC has taken an identity. KKC is going to be Colonel Bogey. Oh, and Roger Boaty is going to be Lord George Roger Boaty. It's called Bob Boring Old Bastard. We're properly getting into it now, aren't we? Oh dear. Oh, we've got a private pike. Rosé _ cheeks open bracket traces afterburn ... close bracket tripemonger. He has become private pike. Don't tell him my name, Captain Boatwearing. Oh, Hubnut calls his tent a camper. I think it's Miss Hubnut who calls it a folding camper, isn't it? Oh, really, Pingu? Have you really? Pingu says, I've already been kicked out of the Hubnutters group, so we'll need a new undercover ID. Right, now it's personal. Did you hear that, everybody? Our own Pingu, our very own Pingu, who has done so much to further the cause of this and Mustard and me, our own Pingu, one of the great Rover saviours, has been booted out of the Hubnut group. Right, fucking that is it. We are declaring war on the Hubnut fans, or whatever the group is called. We'll put together a battle plan and we'll sort the buggers out. Don't you worry, Pingu. You set yourself up a nice anonymous ID, something. You don't need my help, do you? And we will go in en masse. We'll sort. It'll be like Russia invading Ukraine. We'll sort at a time when they least expect it. You know, about midnight would be good, when they least expect it, and where their lousy mods, and they are lousy mods, aren't going to be about. And we'll just go in and we'll blast them with we'll blast them with all of our we'll show them the light. Oh God, this is going to be funny. Oh, this is it. This is it. Free the Pingu one. Has anybody else been kicked out of Hubnut's group? Lord Boaty has to do a Chamberlain and declare war on the Nutters. I'll do it in a video. Do you dare me? Do you dare me to do it in a video? Do you dare me to make a video where I say, it has come to my attention that one of our stout number has been alienated. It is therefore my duty to inform you that as of 11 a.m. on Sunday morning, we are at Facebook war with oh God, I love stuff like this. Oh, Hubnut's group full of Roger Boaty, gravy boats, toast racks, frozen wine, Momo, and much, much more. Yes, Trace. Yes, that is what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. We'll bloody teach them. Throwing out our Pingu. Who the fucking hell do they think they are with their folding camper? Eh? 60-second erections. Oh dear. Yeah. But Hubnut might have a 60-second erection. We, with Mr. George Roger Boaty, we are already erect. We were already there. We're in a state of permanent erection. Oh God. Oh, hello. Trace is taking on Waff Rosy Cheeks. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, I'm going to wet myself. We have a message hidden. And I'm going to unhidden it. Oh, God above. Let's unhide this message. It's from Pingu Concord, who says, my new channel name could be, it's a fucking tent, you spicy meatball muppet. Oh dear. Boaty's so lonely tonight, I'm feeling sorry for his knees. Yeah, you should worry with a name like underscore. Yes, do it in a video, properly dressed as an old army blokey. Mustard says, have you considered who the real Rover champions are? You, me, Matt, James recently, but not Ian. Well, another reason why we have to declare war on him. Yeah, I mean, he scrapped the City Rover. He swapped his Rover 75 for a toilet roll or something. His really nice Rover 45, he swapped that for a bloody battered sausage and chips or something. Yeah, he is very clearly the enemy. You're right. And yes, right. So does that mean that we're not going to declare war on Matt and we're not going to declare war on James because they're Rover people? That makes sense, doesn't it? So that means that we also can't declare war on Joseph Lloyd because he's also a Rover person. Who can we declare war on? Well, definitely Hubnut. Who else? Who else can we? Well, let's just concentrate on Hubnut. And when we've conquered Hubnut, then we'll start working on the other buggers. Oh dear. What? We should send him a HIMARS. What's a HIMARS? He would have a proper use for the Invacar then. Nitro Sylvia 2. What's that? I've never been kicked out of anything, says Stephen S. Paul. I'm pure as a driven snow. Can't help it, really. Oh, Pingu. Let's all infiltrate the next Hubnut live stream. Oh, that's bold. Oh, that is bold. Fuck it. Yeah, let's. And I tell you what, if the Hubnutists want to retaliate and try and bloody infiltrate my live stream, fucking good luck to them. Good luck to them is all I can say. Yeah, game on. Yeah, let's do the live stream. Oh, this is naughty, but fun. Oh. Oh dear. And Hubnut supports the French. We need economic sanctions. They are sympathisers. No, Matt and James are great. I agree. Joseph is great too. I agree. Yeah, they are going to be our allies. Right, so we are now officially allied with Matt, James, and Joseph. They are part of the Rover Alliance. Fucking, we should make this a proper thing. We should actually start a Facebook group called the Rover Alliance. Or at least make it a hashtag. Oh dear God. This is just too funny and too naughty not to do. And now that I know that Pingu has been whacked by another firm, then that's it. That's it. Revenge will be a dish best served cold. Oh dear. Do we need to notify NATO? No. Right, so welcome to the Naughty Step, everyone. Okay, so, right, well, we've got our battle plan pretty much sorted, haven't we? We're declaring war on Hubnut for his traitorous behaviour to the breed. We've formed an alliance with Matt and James and Joseph. Well, we're going to be a formidable force. We are going to be a formidable force, actually. Look how many subscribers James and Matt have got. Bloody hell. Although, how, we need the true heroes. We form the Rover SAS. Because, yeah, who, you know, the real creme de la creme, infiltration of the live streams, the storming of the Facebook group at midnight. Oh, God above. We should get Lloyd to... Oh, God. We should get Lloyd to distract Hubnut with his good afternoon. Oh, that wasn't a very good one. Good afternoon. Yeah, he will be our distraction tactic for Hubnut. Bloody hell, 36 people watching. God, blimey. Good afternoon. My name is Joseph Lloyd. And then we go in for the kill with a super soaker from the other side. Oh, could you imagine if we actually did that? Could you imagine if we genuinely got Joseph and or James and or Matt to distract Hubnut, and then three of us snipers, me and Mustard and Pingu, all got him with super soakers. Oh God. Oh, that would be so funny. And with somebody filming it, obviously. Oh God. We could set up a channel between us just to film that one video, just to show that one video. The Rover, and we'll call it the Rover Alliance takes out Hubnut. And we just film him being distracted by the three biggest names in the alliance, and then the rest of us snipers are just take that, you spicy meatball. Oh dear. Oh. We will fight them on the beaches. We certainly will, Pingu. Oh, Matt is a good friend of Hubnut. And Mustard says, remember that Hubnut is friends with CST. Who's CST? This would be such good publicity for all. Yeah, it would. I mean, as long as it was all done, you know, tongue-in-cheek and with humour, it really would be good publicity for everybody. It would be well, for those involved, it'd be a good push forward. Oh, really, Pingu? Oh, now that's interesting. That is interesting. I'm not going to read that out because I don't want to incriminate myself. But everybody, just read Pingu's most recent comment. And there you go. So that could be good news for the Alliance. Car channels. I still don't know who CST is. So, Boaty, have you got Facebook open? No, not at the moment. Not at the moment. It's enough trying to keep up with this. Right, we've got 8 minutes left, my love. I'm buggering off at 5:30. I've got supper to make. Right, there's not going to be a live now until Monday. Let's keep this up in the Facebook group. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, please join. Just look for Boaty's World on Facebook. That'll show you the that'll bring up the page as well. So do like the page and do join the Facebook group, and let's get some let's get some serious, funny but naughty stuff going. And if anybody is saying it's nothing against anybody. You can't go now. We're planning a military operation. Oh God, I'm laughing too much. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. If we do this right, this could be hilarious. And we've got to stand behind Pingu. I can't believe, why did they boot you? Did you say that Ian was a miserable, lazy bastard or something? They are a bit fanatical in that group, aren't they? Worshipping at the altar of the Conway trailer tent. Oh, yes. As Rover owners, should we not be considering a Viking-style war? Good point, Matt. Gareth Williams is with us. Good evening, sir. Sorry I can't talk. Can we fit some water guns to the caravan? Brilliant idea, Pingu. Why not? Why not? I mean, we've got a water tank thing in there. We'll have an endless supply. We'll have a proper mobile military unit. Oh, it was pretty much that, was it, Pingu? Okay. Please don't make me join Hobnut, says Liz. No, we'll go in under nom de plumes. We'll hide our real identity. We should all take a military identity and actually set up a Facebook account in that name, just for use for the military exploits. So we know when it's a military exploit because we all go incognito. We all put our uniforms on, and we're not Typhoon Cat or Boaty or Mustard anymore. We are General Accident and Private Parts and Private Dancer. Actually, that would be really good, because it would be clear then that it was a combined attack and that we were all one force. Especially... Oh dear. I've just got this vision of Pingu in that bloody group, telling them like it is, and getting his arse flung straight out. Oh God, they wouldn't have liked that. Oh, they really wouldn't have liked that. Oh, I wish I'd seen it. I presume that they've deleted whatever post you put up. It was a shame. I'd love. You didn't screenshot it by any chance, did you, Pingu? I'd love to see that. Oh dear. We should get t-shirts, says Jimmy Quinn. Totally. Hobnut and the Triangle of Boom. Explosive screen wash. Oh dear. Don't tell them, Pike. By the way, are doing a live tomorrow night? Asks Mustard. And I don't know what you mean. Am I doing a live tomorrow night? No, I'm not. My next, if that's what you meant, I'm off now until the Monday. we need a Welsh speaker, otherwise we can't read the road signs when we invade. Well, it's not going to be so much as an invasion of reclaiming our home territory. Don't forget I am Welsh and I can read the road signs. I'm more Welsh than bloody Hubnut is. Hubnut's the invader, not us. Hubnut's English and he's in Wales. He's in my country. Admittedly, I'm in his, but that's not the point. I will be Stormtrooper, my old CB name. Awesome, Jimmy? If not, I will. Oh, God, right. Mustard's ramping up the live streams. No, do what you like, mate. I can't do Fridays. It's too late at night for me. So you feel free if you fancy doing one. Properly getting into it now, aren't you? Oh, Liz is also okay with Welsh road signs. We're fine. We've got Welsh speakers. We also need to identify our vehicles. The Russians spray a Z on their cars. We could spray a Dodger on ours. Oh, God above. Undercover uniform, Viking helmets and fake beards for us non-beardies. Oh, God. Oh, hang on, I need to... 10-4, rubber dick. There you go, Mustard's doing a live tomorrow night. Good stuff. KKC is on a roll. He is, like the man who fell awkwardly on the buffet. Right. Starts. I'm out of here, my loves. I am out of here. Thursday night. 12:30. Oh, God, this has been the best ever. I'm not going to let any of you forget this. I've frozen my wine. I'm not going to let any of you forget this. We'll, oh, fuck, I've dropped a wine turd. Well, I'm not wasting that. Oh, well, I'm all wet now. We'll keep this going in the Facebook group and we will pick it back up on Monday. So, there we are. Thank you. Good night. Good night, darling. Beards for our cars. God above. So, yeah, there we are. There we are. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, let's keep this going over the weekend in the Facebook group, because this is just going to be too funny for words. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh, my stomach hurts from the laughing. Oh, hang on, here, you can have this. Oh, balls, it's, here you go. Just to get you in the mood, this is what we're up against.
That is, that's a spicy meatball, that is.
Right, I'm heading out of here. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thank you to Mike and Rose_Cheeks, open bracket, Traces Afterburn, ... close bracket, Tripemonger for the super chats. Really, really appreciated. Thank you all thank you for making me bloody laugh like I haven't laughed for a while. Oh, this has been hilarious. So yeah, there'll be videos out and stuff. I'll see you in the Facebook group. I'm always hanging out there. And you have yourselves a great weekend. And enjoy Mustard's live stream tomorrow. And I'll catch you later. Oh, is it your birthday on Saturday, Matt? breaking news, there's going to be a live stream on Saturday to Matt's birthday. So there you go. We can't have him on his own on his birthday, so there will be a Saturday live stream, and your community live stream for tomorrow is going to be hosted by Captain Mustard, and then we'll get somebody else to do one on Sunday. Might be Simon's turn again, or we'll work something out. Right, good night again. Here we go. Balls. Bollocks. There we go. All right, darlings, you have yourselves a great Friday. Stay safe, stay warm, take care. If I'm back in time tomorrow night, I'll nip into Mustard's live. Otherwise, see you Saturday. All right, guys. Catch you later. Have a safe and peaceful night.